Hello everyone, this is your second lesson on adding money. I'm just going to remind you of some of the things that you need to remember. Always go back to previous lessons. Think about your brain dictionary. You've got lots of information in your brain and you've built up that dictionary over time. So if you're struggling on something, just think, where can I find that in my brain dictionary? And try and work it out. Also think of the PIM principle in big maths. When you're adding money, you are adding. And it doesn't matter if you're adding elephants, pizzas, centimetres, kilograms, you're still adding up. So when you're adding money, just think of the same things that you always think about when you're doing any addition. Some things you can do to make it a little bit easier when you're adding money is to put the money in order before you start and to group it either in pounds or pence. So for this amount here that I've got to add, I'm going to take my £5 and then I'm going to look for the other pound coins. I've got a £2 coin, so I'm going to place that there because that's the next in value from the £5. Then I'm going to take the £1 that I have here and I can see that there's another pound here. So now I've got all my pounds together. Then I'm going to take my pennies and I'm going to look for the largest amount in pennies. So the largest amount is the 50. So I'm going to put my 50 there. Then I'm going to look for the next amount. And we know from our money that 20 pence will be the next in value, and I can see that I've got two of those. Next I have my 10 pence and I have two of those as well. I've got two 5s, I've got 1, 2, and I have two 1s. So now that I've put them in an order, this will make it easier for me to see what I have and to add them up. So I'm going to add my pounds first. So I have £5, I have £2, I have another £1 and another £1. The only difference between adding £5, £2, £1 and £1 and adding 5, add 2, add 1, add 1 is the fact that we're working in pounds, and we'll show that we're working in pounds. So if we add 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, all together we have £9. And it's important to show this £9 because our next addition is adding our pennies, and we don't want to get confused with our pounds and our pennies. So to start, we have 50 pence, and before I add the next amount on, I'm going to add these together. So I've got 20 pence and 20 pence, which is 40 pence. I have 10 pence and 10 pence, which is 20 pence. I have two 5s, which means I've got 10 pence, and then I've got a 2 pence and two 1 pennies, which means I've got 4 pence there. And now I'm going to look for some patterns. So I'm going to see if I can find any number bonds. Can you see any number bonds there? I've spotted that if I add the 40 to the 10, I create another 50 pence. So if I add 50 pence and that other 50 pence, I now have another £1. So I'm going to add that £1 onto my £9. So I'm going to write it here so I can remember what I'm doing. So I've got my £9 there. I'm going to add the 50 pence and I'm going to cross that off to remind myself I've done it. That 40 and 10 make another 50 pence. So altogether that's 100 pennies, and we can change 100 pennies into £1. And then all I have left is 20 add 4. 20 add 4 is 24 pence. So I know now that I have got £9 and £1, which is £10. And I need to add on then my 24 pence. So I have £10 and 24 pence. And if I want to write that the way that we would normally see it, it would look like this. £10, decimal point, and the 24 pence. The pounds is always on this side of the decimal point, and the pennies are on this side of the decimal point.